Olontol felt his four eyes twitch as he stood before the tall human. The feline Cottonarian commander had entered the chief exterminator's office in the hopes of getting an explanation of the sheer insanity that was occurring in their vital agricultural colony. He came to sorely regret not sending someone else in his place. Olontol ran a paw down his face as he struggled to comprehend the muscular man who was in the middle of lunch. "Can you repeat what you just said, Major, please?" The Cottonian spoke through gritted teeth. The human, simply known by the moniker the Major, or just Major, was a well-built specimen of a human wearing a beige cargo vest over an olive spacesuit. A necklace of teeth from some aquatic predator draped his chest, while leather was placed on the table between them. "What can I say, mate? That right there is a proper emu infestation on your hands. Nasty bastards," the Major spoke, as he brushed his bushy silver moustache. Despite the wonders of galactic translator devices, Olontol faced the full brunt of the man's accented English. The Cottonian commander felt his blood pressure spike when the human didn't elaborate further. "Major, what in the entire galaxy is an emu? And why are they on my planet?" "Gotta stop you there, mate. It's emu with a capital E. I can tell the difference." "How does that have any relevance on—" "Blimey, bud. No need to blow your top. Come, take a seat, have a bite and drink. Let it be known that I am always hospitable to guests. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." The Major stood from his leather chair and guided Olontol to his seat. The Cottonian appreciated the gesture, as his leg was in a cast and he was using crutches. The human proceeded to offer a pleasant hard liquor, whiskey, that suited the feline commander's tastes. The sandwich, however, smelled revolting. "I'm quite full, thank you," Olontol said, as he sipped his hard liquor. The Major shrugged. Isn't it quite a taste? Anyways, emus." "Yes, can you please explain what these beasts are?" The Major cleared his throat and rested his legs on his desk before he began speaking. "Well, to put it one way, the big bugs are a prime example of Aussie wildlife and genetics. Our previous Prime Minister and a number of other blokes thought it was a good idea to genetically engineer a superior version of the cunts, in order to create a replacement for pack mules when the army's deployed on certain worlds. Things got out of hand, and now we got emus. Not much else to say, really. We thought it'd be worse." The Major shrugged before taking a sip of his whiskey. Olontol struggled to find his words after hearing the Major's extremely short and uninformative description, filled with slang he couldn't decipher. "What? Genetically pack mules? You thought it'd be much worse?" "Yep." "They have guns." "Oh, right. That... a bit of a side effect, I heard. Apparently the serum our scientists gave them bestowed upon the big flightless bastards the gift of sapience. Or something close. They're quite murderous. Still, bloody beautiful, that is. Sorry." Olontol felt a vein pop in his forehead as he struggled to keep the flood of expletives from spewing out of his mouth. The Major scratched his bald head as he realized the feline commander might blow up if this continued. The human coughed into his hand as he sat up straight. "Let's calm down for a moment, Commander. As I said, it's not a big problem. They took over half of the city, poisoned our water supply and burned our crops. Our planetary guard was helpless against them. It doesn't even make sense how they're beating us this badly. They don't have opposable thumbs. It's humiliating." "Well, seems more like an administrative problem, really." "An administrative—" The Major quickly raised his hands in apology. Right, sorry, didn't mean that. But with Major's exterminators, you can have your colony cleared of the bastards in the fastest time and with minimal collateral damage. I'll even throw in a discount." The Cottonian grumbled as his anger went from boiling to a light simmer. "Fine, but I don't want any of our warehouses harmed. Also..." The Major took out some sourdough bread and cut a slice as he nodded and listened to the Cottonian commander's requests. It mostly consisted of not blowing certain buildings up, but that was doable. "And be careful around the leisure district. A lot of luxury goods are still there, and... that's about everything, actually." "Wonderful. My boys and girls should get the job done within a couple of days. After that, we can have a grand old barbecue to celebrate."
Sure. Send the paperwork to my assistant."
"Right. And honestly, emu infestations are a much more rewarding job compared to the other animals we have to deal with."
Other animals?
"Oh, definitely." The Major bit into his sandwich before speaking with his mouth full. There were those mega tarantulas at one point. A right pain in the ass to deal with. You need massive flamethrowers for them creepy crawlies.
I'm sorry, the mega what?
Then you have the flesh-eating koalas that got loose in a couple of planets. Gotta be careful with those cunts. They're as fast as a bullet and just as deadly. Quick breeders too. I think they got some rabbit DNA got mixed in.
What's happening right now?
Ow! Can't forget that kangaroo kaiju that escaped a couple of years back. Massive bastard he was. Called him Charlie. The Major sighed despondently. It was a bloody mess. Had to call the Japanese for help. The Quaternian stared at the Major incredulously.
How are you people still alive?
Huh. Not too sure, really. Guess we're just used to it. Ulontor felt the beginnings of another migraine, and decided to end the conversation here before he'd regret this meeting even more.
I need to go back to the colony. I hope you can fix this mess as quickly as possible.
No worries, buddy. We'll get it done in no time. The Major tipped his leather hat as he began calling his crew to get ready. A few days later, Ulontor returned to the Major's office in a much better mood. Upon entering the room, the feline commander gave a genuine smile to the human.
I have to say, Major, your methods are unorthodox, but I can't argue with the results. And that grilled emu burger was phenomenal.
The Quaternian licked his teeth as he savoured the delicious meal a human chef among the exterminators had prepared. Told you there was nothing to worry about? The Major smirked as he prepared his lunch.
Well, I just can't get my head around how you managed it. My forces tried everything against the emus, but nothing worked.
Trade secret, mate.
Come on, Major, you have to tell me something, please?
The Major brushed his moustache as he deliberated in his mind. The man soon shrugged before handing him a bit of information. Alright, I like you because you remind me of my cat Pistachio. The Major leaned in and whispered. Let's just say we have a secret weapon at our disposal for this type of situation.
A secret weapon?
Ulontor widened his eyes in curiosity.
He leaned forward before asking in hushed tones. Some kind of chemical weapon? A super laser? Nanomachines?
The Major chuckled before shaking his head. Nothing of the sort. Those are reserved for the blokes in the military. Nah, what we had is more like bait.
Bait?
Oh yeah. The boys back home found a weakness in the emu's biological makeup. A certain substance causes their mice to go into a dumb frenzy, making them much easier to pick off. Ironically, the stuff they go crazy for is a common item in most Aussie homes.
Truly? What is this substance? Maybe purchase some in case more emos invade our colony?
No can do, mate, else we'd be out the job.
The Quaternian sighed. It was worth a try. Very well, but I expect a larger discount for return customers.
Ulontor paid the amount he owed the exterminators before rising from his seat.
Pleasure to have your services, Major. Farewell.
The Major smirked as he spread a healthy amount of Vegemite on his bread. Thank you for choosing Major's exterminators. We'll kill the buggers for ya. But with Major's exterminators, you can have your...